was that they at the resting point. And then everything else, and so Nineveh was to the northeast. So Jonah was trying to get as far as away from God's assignment as possible. When God gives us that direction through His Word, sometimes we go the opposite way, running from what God called us to do. And the thing is, if we don't do what God calls us to do, we are not living in God's will. And the thing is, if we're not living God's will, we cannot find any peace. So Jonah was trying to get as far away as possible. When God gives us a direction through His Word, sometimes we go the opposite way. Perhaps even claiming that God is asking too much. It may have been fear, but it also may be in anger of God's mercy that made Jonah run, because Jonah did not want to go to Nineveh. To him, that was a bad place. He did not want to go. So, in the first place, if Jonah is accepted to do what God asked him in the first place, it is far better. But by paying a costly price for going the opposite way. If he went to where God called him to go, Nineveh, he would not have been thrown off the ship and then swallowed by a whale. So if he did what God called him to do, he would have been a whole lot better off. So when I was running from God, my life was miserable. I was contemplating suicide. And I eventually got away from what was making me unhappy. And I went back to church and met a wonderful Christian woman. But I was still running away from God. When my wife's uncle passed away, and he was a minister, and I was sitting down in the church, I think it was in St. Louis, and they would do the visitation. And so anyway, I was sitting toward the back row, and I thought that I was having a heart attack. Now, my mama had a bad heart, and she passed away, I think about 4 years ago. So I thought, oh Lord, I'm having a heart attack. I could not breathe. Chest was heavy. So I went outside, and it was so funny. When I went outside, that thing